Cat Country 107.3. Mornings with Joe and Jahna. It's Jahna Michael here with you this morning. Joe Kelly is on vacation. Don't worry, he's okay. He will be back. He's just taking some much needed, I guess, R&R after the Barefoot Country Music Fest went down last weekend, which I have to admit, I do still think we all still are recovering from. If you've never been, it really does kind of take a lot out of you. It's a long 4 days. We get down there the Wednesday before, so we're there for a really long time. But don't worry, he will be back. You are in good hands. You know me, and you love me. I love you, too. It's National Paul Bunyan Day today. That's the guy with the axe and the ox. I think the ox was named Blue. Am I right about that? Somebody let me know. I'm not Googling that. Somebody let me know on the app if I'm right about that. I think I am. I think the ox is named Blue or something like that. It's an interesting name. I know about interesting names. It's National Insurance Awareness Day. You know, I can't even believe I'm admitting this out loud, but I guess one year I forgot to get renter's insurance, and I mean, nothing happened, thank God, but I don't know. It was the first year that I ever had an apartment. It was years ago. It wasn't recently, but I guess when I first started in, you know, your little journey of adulthood, I didn't realize that you needed to like update your renter's insurance every year. Oh my gosh, so embarrassing. It's National Alaska Day today. If you've ever been to Alaska, you're lucky, and I'm jealous. And it's also National Logistics Day today. So shout out to everybody that's in the logistics field. And if you don't know what that is, Google it. It's basically the reason that we all have the goods that we need and everything can get delivered to us on time. And they do a lot. It's thank you to everybody that's in logistics. I don't know how else you're going to celebrate that, but you know, thank the nearest logistics person near you. Celebrate appropriately. 0.3 mornings with Joe and Jahna. It's Jahna Michael here with you this morning. Hope you're having a wonderful Friday. It's Friday so far. I mean, you did just wake up, but you know, nothing too crazy happened to you yet, I hope. Friday, June 28th. I can't believe next week's already 4th of July. Can you believe that? Like, slow down, please. We're already halfway through 2024. I did not cross nearly half as much stuff that I wanted to cross off my bucket list yet for 2024. Please, just slow down. Here's what's going on in your town this morning. A popular summer business. So I remember when this business opened, it's that coffee place in Atlantic City that is ran out of a garage. It's called Remedy Coffee. I remember when they first opened, it was really popular. Well, apparently, they just got shut down, and I feel so bad for them. So it's ran by two sisters, and it was ran out of their parents' garage in AC. It's right on South Bartram. It's on the beach block too. So Amanda and Coley, they've been using, I guess, I didn't know what it was called, but after doing some more research, it's called a cottage food operator permit to sell their coffee drinks on Saturdays and Sundays. And it's been a thing for a while now. I want to say at least 3 years since 2021. Yeah. Yep. So 3 years. And they have really creative drinks there. I love the iced coffee. It's, I guess this really isn't an iced coffee, but it's called a Loco Coco, and it's a cold brew. It's a coconut cold brew. And I'm not really, typically a coconut fan, but this one is made out of coconut syrup. It's got a splash of coconut milk in it. Anyway, it's really good. And they come up with really creative drinks like that all the time. So the Department of Health apparently rejected the renewal of their license, saying that they were violating rules of this like cottage food permit, whatever that is. It means like it's food that's safe, that's made in a home kitchen. And so apparently, they were operating as like a pop-up weekend coffee shop, and that's why they rejected them. I don't know. I think that's so stupid, but I hope that these girls do something else and fight this, because Remedy Coffee and AC, we're really losing out if they really do go away, because it was a really great thing and they did a really great job. So shoot them any kind of support if you can. Amanda and Coley, they worked really hard, and we'll be looking to see what they do next. Hey, it's Jahna Michael. You need to know this morning. A former teacher and lifeguard accused of sexually harassing underage members of the the Ocean City Beach Patrol was sentenced to probation yesterday. Former OCBP member and Pleasantville teacher Jonathan Howell, 42 years old, he was charged in June 2022. He was indicted in January 23 on first-degree aggravated assault, second-degree sexual assault, and second-degree official misconduct, along with 2 counts of third-degree endangering the welfare of a child. New Jersey's most unique theme park happens to sit right here in South Jersey. Diggerland in Berlin has been deemed the most interesting theme park in the state. It's definitely worth the trip if you have little ones who love trucks, emergency vehicles, anything that's like a real construction site. They're going to love it, and they have it there. And if you're looking to beat the heat, you're going to have to go somewhere besides South Jersey this summer. Studies show that the hottest counties in the state are actually all right here in South Jersey. That's why we keep saying hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. South Jersey weather for today, mostly sunny and breezy today, cooler with a high of 76. I'm Jahna Michael, Cat Country 107. Cat Country 107.3. Mornings with Joe and Jahna. It is time now for my fangirl update. And all right, so I'm not a grandparent, obviously, okay? But I do know what it feels like to become an aunt for the first time. I remember when my brother and sister-in-law had my first niece. I was so excited. I could not wait to be an aunt. My mom, on the other hand, was on another level. She was over the moon to be a grandma. And that's why I was so excited when I heard the news about Alan Jackson. So we're sending huge congratulations his way this morning. And if you know what it's like to become a grandparent for the first time, or an aunt or an uncle, whatever it is, you know exactly how he's feeling right now. He just became a grandpa again, but it's another daughter. So he has 2 daughters, and his oldest daughter, Maddie, just gave birth to her first child, Wesley Allen Smith. Yes, Allen after him. And this happened last week. The family is just so excited, and we've got the first look at little Wesley Allen. It's up now at catcountry1073.com. That's Jahna's fangirl update on Cat Country 107.3. Cat Country 107.3. Mornings with Joe and Jahna. It's Jahna Michael with you this morning. Happy Friday. Cheers. The weekend is here. I hope you have some really good plans. We were at Barefoot last weekend, so I'm going to be probably really boring. I might go to the beach this weekend, but I definitely have some laundry to catch up on. You know when you come back from vacation and sometimes you're just so exhausted that that's the last thing that you even feel like doing? That was me all this week. And then with Joe being out, you know, I had other things to take care of. So I think I'm just going to call it like my first lazy summer weekend. How about that? There you go. But we have to shout out our friends at the Cape May Zoo this morning. Anytime they give us control over the fate of an animal that they house there, I'm on board. So here's what they're doing. If you haven't seen it, there's a new baby wallaby at the zoo, and it is just the cutest thing you ever did see, okay? It is so stinking adorable. You got to check them out on all of the zoo's social medias. You can even check it out on our Facebook, too, Cat Country 107.3, and our Instagram. It is, you can't help but just look at it and go, oh, like it just naturally happens. They are asking for your help to determine a name for this little guy. So they have narrowed it down to 3. Okay. We've got Jax, Oliver, and Wally. Okay. And people are really liking Jax and Oliver. But then you go over to our Instagram page where we asked you to vote, and it looks like people are really rooting for Wally over there. So I don't know. There are a couple of more days to cast your vote. So we'll see what this little guy's going to be called. But at this point, I still feel like it's anybody's game. So if you haven't cast your vote yet, I'm telling you, right now is the time to do it. Country 107.3. Mornings with Joe and Jahna. It's Jahna Michael with you this morning. And listen, I love supporting local mom and pop shops as much as I can, right? I mean, who doesn't? Like, if you have a choice to support somebody who's actually like making a living off of a business in your town, I mean, you're going to do it, right? I feel like most people would prefer to do that. Now, I was scrolling yesterday through Facebook, and I saw something really interesting come across my feed on a Summers Point based Facebook group, and I really wanted to talk to you about it today. So you're going to have to make sure that you stay close, because I need your opinion on this. This is coming up at right around 6:40 this morning. So make sure you're here. It's kind of a battle, I think, between a national chain and local mom and pop shops, and it has to do with Summers Point. So you're going to want to say how you feel about this, because as it stands right now, I'm kind of seeing both sides. I can't lie to you. Cat Country 107.3 mornings with Joe and Jahna. It's Jahna Michael with you here this morning. So I asked you earlier to make sure that you're sticking around for this, because we have to dive into this. So I was scrolling through Facebook yesterday, okay, and I came across a post from a locally based Summers Point Facebook group. And the guy had said that he really wishes that there was a Rita's in Summers Point. And at first I was like, okay, I understand that. Like, sometimes Rita's really slaps. It's summertime, you know what I mean? Who doesn't love them? An ice cold water ice in the summer. But then I got to thinking about it, and I was like, wouldn't you rather support all of the local mom and pop businesses whose like livelihood it is to do that service for you or offer you that treat? I don't know. I was really torn about it. So then I was like, let me look at these comments. So I looked, and it seems like people are pretty split on this. A lot of people say, what do you need a Rita's for when, there's so many local mom and pop places like the Custard Hut and even Twisted in Linwood. That's pretty close. What's the point for a Rita's? Well, other people are like, oh, I wish there was a Rita's closer. Don't forget, there's the Rita's on Route 9 in Northfield. But then I thought about it, and I was like, wait a second. And I think this might have been before I moved to this part of South Jersey. I was like, wait a second. Didn't Summers Point have a Rita's before and it failed? I'm pretty sure it did. Reach out to me, 609-383-1073, and on the Cat Country 107.3 app. I can't even talk this morning. I'm so excited about this. I am like 96% sure that Summers Point had a Rita's before, and people were so loyal to the small local businesses, the small local ice cream shops and such, that it didn't do well at all. And I have to say, Custard Hut, amazing. Twisted in Linwood, they invited me to come try the breakfast sandwich. I did. I went incognito. I didn't tell anybody who I was. And I'm so happy that I didn't let them know, because now I can, talk about it freely. It was so good. And the service that I got there it was a couple months after they opened, but it was really great. And I'm pretty sure I had like a gelato or gelati or something cool from Twisted. So I understand. I kind of see it from both sides, but what are your thoughts? Like, are you tired of the chains trying to come in and make it work? Or would you rather just put all of your money to the local businesses? Listen, I Custard Hut, love ya. Twisted, love ya. 107.3 mornings with Joe and Jahna. It's Jahna Michael here with you this morning. And we were talking about the Rita's that used to be in Summers Point. I had said that people in Summers Point, well, not people, but someone shared to the local Summers Point Facebook group that's super popular. I think it's the one that most Summers Point residents are members of. If you do have Facebook, there's a couple of them, but this one's like the main one. Somebody said yesterday that they really wish that Summers Point had a Rita's. And that got me thinking, and I asked you, I was like, what are your thoughts on that? Like, would you rather support all of the local mom and pop businesses, or are people really that obsessed with Rita's that you want to see one of those there too, and you would support them all equally? Which is fine, that's fine. But Karen in Summers Point confirmed my question from earlier. I was like, wait a second. I'm like 96% sure that Rita's was in Summers Point a couple years ago and ended up moving out. There is the one in Northfield on Route 9, but Karen said, yes, there was a Rita's in Summers Point. She said about 10 years ago. And she was like, I'm not exactly sure where, but yeah, there was. So then I asked you, and I asked people to reach out on the app, and apparently, so far, listen, I'm just saying so far. So Tina said that when she lived in Summers Point, she loved Rita's, but then Weight Watchers moved in, and Rita's and Five Guys were both gone. She misses them both. But then Apple, we'll call her Apple, she says, bring it over the bridge to Marmora. Forget about Summers Point. Bring the Rita's to Marmora. So There you go. I guess, yep, the people in Marmora have spoken at least. Cat Country 107.3. Joe and Jahna. It's Jahna Michael here with you this morning. And you already know that if there is ever a way to save you money, we're going to do it. And that's what we're doing this morning. So we've teamed up with Seize the Deal. We've got some incredible offers on restaurant gift certificates for you. And this week's deal, oh my gosh, I'm so hungry even just staring at it already. You can get a $50 gift card for just $25 from Romanelli's in Galloway. It's one of everybody's favorite brunch places. We love it so much. We've been there before, and the deal goes live at 9 a.m. today. So make sure you take advantage of that. Again, that's for Romanelli's in Galloway. $50 gift card for just $25. Yeah, sign me up, right? 3 things you need to know this morning. A former teacher and lifeguard accused of sexually harassing underage members of the Ocean City Beach Patrol was sentenced to probation yesterday. Former OCBP member and Pleasantville teacher Jonathan Howell, 42 years old, he was charged in June 2022. He was indicted in January 23 on first-degree aggravated assault, second-degree sexual assault, and second-degree official misconduct, along with 2 counts of third-degree endangering the welfare of a child. New Jersey's most unique theme park happens to sit right here in South Jersey. Diggerland in Berlin has been deemed the most interesting theme park in the state. It's definitely worth the trip if you have little ones who love trucks, emergency vehicles, anything that's like a real construction site. They're going to love it, and they have it there. And if you're looking to beat the heat, you're going to have to go somewhere besides South Jersey this summer. Studies show that the hottest counties in the state are actually all right here in South Jersey. That's why we keep saying hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. South Jersey weather for today, mostly sunny and breezy today, cooler with a high of 76. I'm Jahna Michael, Cat Country 107.3. Cat Country 107.3. Mornings with Joe and Jahna. It's Jahna Michael with you this morning. That's Jason Aldean. Let Your Boys Be Country. Love that song. It's birthday shout out time on the Cat. You know what time it is. So we got to get to our special birthday people of the day. This one is first up, and he's really special. We love him so much. He's off this week, but Chris Coleman, our own Chris Coleman, he takes you home every day right here on Cat Country 107.3. We love him. We're so thankful he's here. It's Chris Coleman's birthday today, so when you see him out, make sure you wish him a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Chris Coleman. We love you. We'll see you next week. It's Terry Merritt's birthday. Terry's from South Egg Harbor, and according to her husband, she's one hell of a lady. So congratulations to another year. Happy birthday, Terry. Jamie Fortunato from Linwood, he's celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday, Jamie. Stacy Marandino of Vineland has a birthday. Happy birthday. We've also got Shannon Haviland from Galloway. Happy birthday, Shannon. That's it. If we pretty short list today. If we miss you, happy birthday to you as well. But the winner of our big birthday shout out today is Terry Merritt from South Egg Harbor. All because her husband loves her so much. So happy birthday, Terry. And again, if we missed you, have a wonderful birthday. We do have to shout out, actually a celebrity birthday going down over the weekend. It's actually on Sunday. Cole Swindell. Cole Swindell is going to be 41 years young on Sunday. So happy birthday, Mr. Swindell. Newlywed Swindell. He just got married a couple weeks ago. So we can say that, right? You're a newlywed all the way up until you've been married for pretty much, a year? So yeah. Sure, he's going to do something cool. Happy birthday, Cole Swindell. That's coming up this Sunday. Cat Country 107.3. Mornings with Joe and Jahna. It's Jahna Michael with you this morning, and we've got a great question of the day for you this morning. So it's Pizza Friday. It's always Pizza Friday in Jahna Michael's house. Almost every week. Sometimes in the summer that changes, but 9 times out of 10, I ain't cooking on a Friday night. Okay, you can guarantee that. So it's either pizza or we got to make other plans because I will not be in the kitchen. So today's question of the day, definitely based on the fact that I am just starving right now. What doesn't belong on a pizza? Which toppings are absolute no-nos when you're ordering a pizza? We posted that on Facebook this morning. You can call us 609-383-1073 or reach out to me on the Cat Country 107.3 app. Just click the message us button. It's super easy. But Cheryl says, absolute no-nos, pineapple and ranch dressing. Now, don't come for me. I've never tried pineapple on a pizza. It sounds gross. People love it. People swear by it. I've never tried it. No clue if it's good or not. But ranch dressing, Cheryl, I gotta say, I like dipping my pizza in ranch, so I'm definitely against you with that one. Anchovies, yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with that. Yeah, Susan says anchovies. Valerie says pineapple, nope, no place on a pizza, put it in a fruit salad. I don't know. I'm scared to try it, but some people really do love it, so maybe that's a sign that I should try it. But that's our question of the day for today. Reach out to me. Which toppings do not belong on a pizza? And if you disagree, should I try something new tonight? I don't know. I'm not promising you I would, but I'm asking you if you think I should. See how that works? Cat Country 107.3. Mornings with Joe and Jahna. It's Jahna Michael with you this morning. And our question of the day, we are still attacking it. What toppings are absolute no-nos on a pizza? We've gotten anchovies so far. People have said pineapple, ranch dressing. I agree with the pineapple and the anchovies, but listen, ranch dressing slaps on top of a pizza. Okay? Don't knock it till you try it. I absolutely will never, ever, ever try anchovies on a pizza. I love anchovies and Caesar dressing, but they will not ever be gracing the top of my pizza. Sorry, not sorry. I am let's just say I'm curious about what pineapple tastes like. It's Pizza Friday in my house. That's what's inspired the question. If I don't get pizza on Fridays, then I'm doing something else because I am not cooking. But we did ask the question on Facebook this morning, which toppings do not belong on top of your large pizza that you get for delivery every week? And so far, those seem to be the most popular answers. Let me double check. I gotta go see if there's anything else. We got 2 more votes for pineapple. Brian Bishop says, yeah, don't put pineapple on there. Matt, no pineapple. Linda Dunn says anchovies. Okay, so these seem to be what we all hate on our pizza. Message me on the apps, or you can call me, 609-383-1073. What are the absolute worst toppings that belong on your pizza? Here we go. Kira from Millville. She says, as a former pizza maker, anything that's stored in a brine should be forbidden from being put on top of a pie. Why? Because it makes the pie soggy. Okay, 0.3 mornings with Joe and Jahna. Yeah, you got Jahna Michael with you on your way to work this morning. And we're going to try and hook you up with a good time for your 4th of July Friday. So it's technically Friday, July 5th. Morning trivia is on the air. So at stake for you today, we've got a pair of tickets to see Chicago comedian Pat McGann. We got to talk to him earlier this week. He's so freaking funny, and he's taking the stage at Ocean Casino Resort in AC. Ovation Hall next Friday, July 5th. Tickets are available for you to purchase right now, theoceanac.com, if that's the route you would like to go. If you do win a pair of tickets from us right now, tickets are going to be available at Will Call the night of the show. 609-383-1073. That's the number to call. 609-383-1073. You can answer this question correctly. You will be going to Pat McGann next Friday night. 10% of guys in a Match.com survey say they've done this after a first date. What is it? 609-383-1073. 10% of guys in a Match.com survey have said they've done this after a date. I think it's a little much, but whatever. Who am I? 10% of guys have done this after the first date. What is it? Good luck. Cat Country 107.3, mornings with Joe and Jahna. Morning trivia is on the air. And at stake this morning, we have a really great prize for you to add to your kind of fun weekend for 4th of July next week. Comedian Pat McGann is going to be at Ocean Casino Resort in Atlantic City inside Ovation Hall on Friday, July 5th. And we've got tickets for you right now. 609-383-1073. The tickets are yours if you can answer this question correctly. 10% of guys in a Match.com survey said they've done this after a first date. What is it? 609-383-1073. 10%. I feel like it sounds like it's not a lot, but it kind of is a lot, I feel. 10% of guys in a Match.com survey say they've done this after a first date. Let's try and give these tickets away. Here we go. We got to go to the phones. Good morning, Cat Country.
Hi, how's it going? Can I answer the question?
Of course you can.
Did it change their number?
Oh my gosh, yes, you're the first caller and you're the winner.
Oh.
What's your name?
Don.
Don, where are you from?
Jahna.
Don from Buna. Well, you just scored a pair of tickets to see comedian Pat McGann next Friday night at the Ocean Casino Resort Ovation Hall. Congratulations.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. And I'm pretty sure his name is John, actually. I think your name is John. So John is going to see Pat McGann next Friday. Tickets are on sale right now at theoceanac.com. Yeah, 10% of guys in a match in a survey said they've had to change their number after a first date. I have 7.3 mornings with Joe and Jahna. Congratulating again Jonathan Knapp of Buna. He got the answer correct on morning trivia this morning. 10% of guys have had to do this after a first date. It's changed their phone number. I've never had to do that, but that's terrifying to even think about, only because I dread having to go into the cell phone store for any reason whatsoever. And I can prove it because I had an 8 Plus all the way up until an iPhone 8 Plus all the way up until a couple months ago, literally in April, when I finally got an upgrade. I upgraded to the 15 Pro Max, which, by the way, is a whole nother experience in and of itself, because it's the first time that I've never had a phone with a home button before. So, yeah, that's been a good time. But congratulations to Jonathan. He's going to see Pat McGann at Ocean Casino Resort in Atlantic City next Friday. Hey, it's Jahna. Mike, things you need to know this morning. A former teacher and lifeguard accused of sexually harassing underage members of the Ocean City Beach Patrol was sentenced to probation yesterday. Former OCVP member and Pleasantville teacher Jonathan Howell, 42 years old, he was charged in June 2022. He was indicted in January 23 on first-degree aggravated assault, second-degree sexual assault, and second-degree official misconduct, along with 2 counts of third-degree endangering the welfare of a child. New Jersey's most unique theme park happens to sit right here in South Jersey. Diggerland in Berlin has been deemed the most interesting theme park in the state. It's definitely worth the trip if you have little ones who love trucks, emergency vehicles, anything that's like a real construction site. They're going to love it, and they have it there. And if you're looking to beat the heat, you're going to have to go somewhere besides South Jersey this summer. Studies show that the hottest counties in the state are actually all right here in South Jersey. That's why we keep saying hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. South Jersey weather for today, mostly sunny and breezy today, cooler with a high of 76. I'm Jahna Michael, Cat Country 107.3. Cat Country 107.3, mornings with Joe and Jahna. As promised, we do have a traffic update for you this morning. Actually, it's 2 now. First up, we're going to head to Absecon. On the White Horse Pike, there's a traffic light down at East Illinois Avenue. The left lane is closed, so just kind of maneuver yourself around there to get where you need to go. Now we're headed down to Wildwood. Ocean Avenue is closed on the northbound side from East Hand Avenue. Cat Country 107.3, mornings with Joe and Jahna. We have Cat Country 107.3. We are less than an hour away from you being able to take advantage of an awesome deal this morning. So we've teamed up with Seize the Deal. We've got some incredible offers coming your way this morning on restaurant gift cards. This week, you can get a $50 gift certificate for just $25 for Romanelli's in Galloway. The food is so good, and it really doesn't matter whether you're going for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Yum. It's a perfect spot, too, if you're trying to host like a shower or a graduation dinner, whatever the case may be. These are going to sell out quickly, okay? The deal goes live at 9 a.m., so just make Cat Country 107.3, mornings with Joe and Jahna. I know, I haven't talked about it yet, but we're going to have to. The first presidential debate for this election year went down last night. President Biden versus Donald Trump, and let's just say it was a time. Can we just leave it at that? It was a time. But we can talk more about it right after Lainey Wilson. Here she is. It's all I'm going to say. Okay? Get out in November. Vote, vote, vote. That is how you make your voice heard. It's a beautiful right that we have in this country. And quite frankly, if you don't vote, you don't really have a right to complain now, do you?
It ain't in a high rise looking for a good time, shutting down the city lights. It ain't in the water floating like a bobber, soaking up that hot sunshine. As good as it gets, no, that ain't where it is. It's at 2 a.m. when she's reaching over, faded t-shirt and off the shoulder, dressed up, her hair down in a ball cap, yeah. As long as I get that sweet little something late night kiss on a plane or train away back in the sticks. I swear, if she's there, that's where, yeah, that's where it's at. souped up, shiny red new truck if she ain't to my right. It ain't in a dive bar, tall can of PDR, popping tops, rocking all night. As good as it gets, no that ain't where it is. It's at 2 a.m. when she's reaching over, faded t-shirt hanging off her shoulder. Dressed up, her hair down and a ball cap, yep. As long as I keep that sweet little something late night kiss on a plane or train away back in the sticks. I swear, if she's there, that's where, yep, that's where it's at. Shiny red new truck if she ain't to my right. It's 2 a.m. when she's reaching over, faded t-shirt hanging off her shoulder. Dressed up, her hair down and a ball cap, yep. As long as I get that sweet little something late night kiss on a plane or train away back in the sticks. I swear, if she's there, that's where, yep, that's where it's at. That's where it's at. Yep. 2 a.m. when she's reaching over, faded t-shirt hanging off her shoulder.
WPUR, Atlantic City. A town square media station. Thanks for letting us spend time with you. Cat Country 107.3.